Hello everybody, Ty Lord here with a pickups video. Back in the pickup. Thought you didn't get enough of me yesterday with that video I uploaded, so I thought I'd come on here again with some more pickups. I found some good stuff today for my standards. Video games and a couple movies. I'll do the movies first this time because I only got two of them. First one, for $1, I found a Kentucky Fried Movie. This old John Landis directed comedy, sort of in the same flavor as like those Naked Gun or Airplane type humor. This one's just like a bunch of little small skits that make up one big movie. The highlight of this, I think, is there's like a parody of Enter the Dragon called A Fistful of Yin. It's pretty much just like maybe a 45 minute to an hour long parody of Enter the Dragon. It's really funny. But it's got a lot of little cameos in here, like Bill Bixby's in here, George Lazenby. Cool movie though. Yeah, very funny. I haven't seen it in a while. This is double, so I'll probably give this to someone if anyone's interested. I couldn't pass that up because I enjoy that movie. Okay, so I've really been on I've always been on a Cynthia Rothrock kick like the last year, but also Richard Norton, the Australian Chuck Norris type of guy. Or Chuck Norris. I think he came around the same time as Chuck Norris, but not many people know about him. Richard Norton, look out for him. His movies are badass. But I've been watching quite a few of his movies. Like he has a few post-apocalyptic ones directed by Sergio Santiago that I like, but he's in a ton of like action martial art movies from the 90s and even the 80s. And him and Cynthia Rothrock have been in like 7 movies together. They're like Richard Burton and Liz Taylor of martial art movies. But one series I could never find, it was I never wanted to buy it on eBay, but it was never streaming anywhere. It wasn't even on YouTube streaming in English, and wasn't on Tubi. Was the Rage and Honor series. It was never on anything for me to stream. I wanted to watch those because I like a Lady Dragon with those two, and I like the China O'Brien series that has both of those two, Richard Norton and Cynthia Rothrock. Rage and Honor, this is the second one. So finally they dropped on Tubi, and I watched both of them, and then the next day I find this at Rasputin's. Well, I couldn't find it for years, and then finally, like the day after it's dropped on Rasputin's, or it's dropped on Tubi, I watched both of those, and then I find it at Rasputin's. So I don't have the first one, but the second one is way better. If you're interested, the first one's pretty good because it has a lot of silly characters that are pretty good. This one's like a way better movie though. It's a lot of fun. Typical action 90s, something like kind of like more of a little bit more low budget type of something Van Damme would be in. I don't want to give too much of this away. You got to go watch this on Tubi. Rage and Honor 2. You might as well watch Rage and Honor 1 while you're at it. Okay, and then okay, now on to the games. Excuse me. Oh man, this retro video game store is the place of my dreams now. So all these 50-cent and dollar pickups I've been getting at Rasputin's, I just went over there and took a bunch of them over. Probably not more than like $10 I spent on the stuff at Rasputin's. I hope no one's watching this so they don't get any ideas that lives in my town. Anyway, so I had all these like games. I mean, it was probably not more than $5 or $10 I spent. It was like maybe 10 or 15 video games I went to take to this place to see if I could get any credit for them. I thought maybe I'd get a couple bucks. maybe get what I got out of them, because there's a few things at this store I wanted to get, and there's still more. I might go back, but so I took in some of this stuff I've been accumulating in my bottom section of my bookshelf, where like all my doubles and stuff I'm selling goes. I go to this Utopia, I take it in there, and I get $56 credit for this stuff. So I got some good games I've been wanting. These are two not so sought after, but they're childhood favorites here. For Super Nintendo, I got WWF Monday Night Raw for Super Nintendo. The highlight of these things are the music, the 16-bit renditions of the wrestlers' music. And then there's like a 16-bit rendition of the intro to Monday Night Raw, which was really cool at the time. I was really been into these games lately since I've been watching Retro Tiburon stream wrestling games. I'll try to put a link to this channel. My buddy from Tight Whites, DVDs, Nuts, and Popcorn podcast, and he does the Retro Wave podcast. But he been streaming wrestling games, so I've been got me into these again. I've been playing some of them, and this is one I didn't have anymore. I must have gotten rid of it. So I have Raw again, a cool game, and then I'll stick on the wrestling theme. This is really one of my childhood favorites right here, WWF Superstars. Sorry, I usually don't have the camera on this side. I'm getting confused. Man, this is like a really solid little fun game, like really polished little game. It doesn't have much to it. There's only 5 wrestlers, but they're like 5 of the heaviest hitters in wrestling. It's Warrior, Macho King, Hulk Hogan, and then it's got Mr. Perfect and Ted DiBiase. So those are like you don't need any more than those 5 guys. But pretty fun game. Like they go back and forth, like they have little pre-match interviews where they're yelling at each other. I think the presentation is really good and the control's good. It's very simple but fun game. But it was one of my childhood favorites. I used to play it in the car all the time when I'm waiting for something. So glad to have that back on my Game Boy collection. And then Samurai Showdown. I like collecting these Super Nintendo fighting games. I love the Takara ports of the SNK Neo Geo arcade games. Samurai Showdown's a decent one. I didn't have it, so I got that with my credit. And then probably the best thing I got there was the rest of my credit. I think I put a couple bucks in. I felt bad, like I got so much money for that crap. Final Fantasy Chronicles, one of the few Final Fantasies I don't have on PlayStation 1. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo. They had it there for $60. I could have gotten that, or I could have gotten this and all these other games. But yeah, that's I realized that I haven't played any old Final Fantasy games. The oldest one I played is 7 that I've beaten. But I've only beaten 7, 10, and 12. So I kind of want to go back and play some older ones. And then Chrono Trigger's on here, and I don't have any copy of Chrono Trigger, so I might actually try to play through this before I get to Chrono Cross. I don't think they're related in any way, but we'll see. Anyway, so I'm glad to have gotten this for, it was marked at $32, but that credit I got covered it. So from now on, I'm going to be getting all that 50-cent stuff at Rasputin's and taking it over there. Very cool. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Bye.